people who need assistance. So that's why I choose
so you
to study law.
You ever had for people
to help people? Yeah.
Okay. Look, please tell us, why did you go into law of all disciplines?
Well, same for me. I was very young when I started studying law.
How young is that?
18, so
18.
It's a bit young.
And you still look young, by the way.
Thank you. But I thought it was a bit glamorous to be a lawyer because you can see it everywhere.
The glamour, I like it.
Yeah, it was. Well, actually I thought I wanted to be a criminal lawyer, but during my studies I found out that there's so much more than only criminal law. And I really wanted to help people, and during my studies I found out that there's also the immigration law, and I thought, well, this is really interesting, and the family law as well. Well, that's why I became a lawyer, and not for the glamour, but to help people at the end.
Yeah, well, what was it about immigration law which really got your attention, you know, apart from all the other areas?
It's very international. You meet a lot of different people, and it really feels like you can do something. Because especially immigrants, they are well in a tough position most of the times, and so you can really do something for those people. Because I think a lot of people are not really helping immigrants. Well, and you also see now in the government that it's well, a lot of people don't know anything about immigrants, but they have an opinion, and sometimes that opinion is really bad. And as a lawyer, you can do something to help these people.
Thank you. That's very good to know. We appreciate that very much. Well, so if you're listening to this program this morning and you're an immigrant, you know that there's somebody here who is in your interest and wants to speak for you. Okay, so tell us about your work at the Glazen House in Havenbos, Amsterdam Southeast. What was your motivation for offering the services you are rendering over there?
Well, the motivation is to...
can you raise the voice a bit? I'll draw the microphone close. So, yes, I can pick. Yes, go ahead.
The motivation to take part of the Glazen Huis spreekuur consultants was that there is only a small step to meet a lawyer, because most of the people who live here, they don't know where to go. They don't come in the center and go to a lawyer's office and ask for services.
To go there.
They think, well, when I do that, then I have to pay a lot of money and I don't have, and so they're afraid they don't pick up the phone and call a lawyer's office to assistance. So in this way, well, when people go there, it's very, it's always free. It's easy for them to drop their questions, and if we cannot help them, we will tell them. If we can help them, then we can do the cases and handle the cases.
So you were saying that at the Glazen House, how do you pronounce it? Glazen House or
Glazen House.
Glazen House. Okay. And where is that? That is in the Havenbos?
Yeah. Huigenbos number 10.
Yeah.
And the lawyers are there on Monday from 6 till 8 p.m.
6 to 8 on Mondays. Monday evenings.
Monday evenings and Thursday afternoon from 4 o'clock until 6 o'clock. Every week. 4 till what? 6 Thursday? Yeah. And Mondays? 6 till 8. 6 to 8 p.m. Okay. And there's always a lawyer.
There's always a lawyer.
So not only we, only
other lawyers as well.
Also
only the week between Christmas and New Year's Eve, then it's closed. But that's the only week a year.
Okay, but all year round you're there. Now, so is it only for people who live in Havenbos or for everybody?
Everybody.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay, so somebody from the west can come for the spreekuur over there.
No, we don't ask people their addresses. No, you just can come there. And
so you are saying that the reason for this service is to lower the barriers for people to see a lawyer.
Yeah.
Because normally it's such a hassle. You know, you think about, okay, if you go, they'll ask you, okay, for the first 30 minutes you must pay so and so, and so you're not sure whether your case can be handled or not.
Yeah.
To overcome those barriers, you have this service so that people can come first of all, discuss their issues, and then you tell them whether or not they can go further.
Yes.
I think that is a nice idea.
Yeah.
That's a nice idea. So please have compliments for that. Okay, let's go further, please. Now, how free really are your legal services for those who come for consultation when they come to the Glazen House? How free really? Yeah, because there's an advertisement we have in our newsletter for Fransen House for free consultation. So the question is, how free is free? I mean, how free is it really?
Free is free.
How free are the consultations that you give when people come to see you the first time?
It's free, so you don't have to pay anything.
Really?
Yeah.
But if you have a case, if it's you need more than just one consultant, if there's really you need a procedure or something, then we can see if you can get a toevoeging. It's a
subsidy or something.
But if there is something we can do and we have to start a procedure, then we can tell you at the Fransen House. If you can have the subsidized legal help, and if not, we can also tell you what else you can do. But the first consultant at the Fransen House, it's for free.
It's absolutely free.
It's we don't look at your income. It's free for everyone who comes there.
I see. Well, if you're listening to this program and you have an issue dealing with the law, no matter what, we want to let you know, loud and clear, that at Hakenbos, number 10 is called the Fransen House, and there you can meet lawyers for free to discuss what issues you might be having, and they'll be able to tell you which direction to go. And I think it's a very nice offer. So if you're listening and you want to compliment them, or you have a question about any particular issue, you can even make mention of it right now. The number is 0207371619. Okay, now what are the most important, now to some of the work you're doing, what are the most important legal developments which you wish our listeners to know, for example, on family law, because one of you is a specialist there. Okay, what are some of the things that are playing out right now when it comes to family law that you think people must know about? And is there a distinction between, let's say, family law as it pertains to migrants, or is the same for migrants and native Dutch people?
Well, I think for the family law in the Netherlands, it's the same for everyone.
Everybody.
When you live here, the Dutch judge can make decisions about your case. So the family law is the same for everyone.
Okay.
And the things that might going to change is the partner alimony. Because for now, when you are married and you get divorced, there might be a possibility to get partner alimony for a maximum of 12 years. And now there are discussions in the government to make that less. They want to make it maximum of 5 years.
Yes.
But it's not true yet. So but they are thinking about it, and I think that it will be changing within half a year, something like that. Because there are really a lot of parties in the government who wants to change it. Because they say 12 years, it's a long time.
Yes.
So that means, if you can explain that a bit, by alimony you mean like if two partners separate, one must pay the other. And why is that? Why should that be? Why should somebody be burdened with another person?
Well, it's depending on the income during the marriage. But if one is working and the other one is taking care of the children and cannot go to work or work less, then they think that it's fair when you split up that the other one has to start a career sometimes from the beginning, and then you need time to earn your own income. So for that reason, there is partner alimony. But if two partners are earning the same money, the same amount of money, then there is no reason to give to get alimony, at least not partner alimony. And even if you are earning less than your partner after divorce, but there is not much money left, then you can also not get the partner alimony. But it's depending on the income, it's depending on the situation. And first they look at the child alimony, because child alimony is more important than partner alimony.
Okay. Why is there discussion about increasing? Why is there discussion about increasing the duration? You said they are thinking of making it 12 years. Why do they want to increase the duration, the time within which the thing has to run?
Well, times are changing, and
your voice is coming out better.
Okay. a lot of women are also working. Well, in the past, it was quite normal that, well, let's say man and woman. The woman stayed at home to take care of the children, and the man went out for work, earning the money.
Yeah.
And these days,
but these days the women are earning a lot more.
Yeah, these days they
well,
too. Yeah, but I think it's because a lot of women are also working, and both partners are working. So for that reason, they say, well, it's not necessary to have it for 12 years. Within 5 years, you can get your own salary. Yeah.
Okay, that's wonderful. That's good to know. If you have any question on this point, go ahead and give us a call. Okay, now then want to know about the visiting rights, because that's one of the areas you deal with. What are visiting rights? What does that really mean? Maybe Peggy, is that your area? Peggy, okay, yes. Tell us now. What are your voice?
Visiting rights. That means when you have children, and you get divorced, and well, most of the time the father is going to live somewhere else. And the children will stay with the mother. Visiting rights mean that the father is entitled to have frequent visiting rights to see the children, like once every weekend or every 2 days a week. And before you can divorce in Holland, you have to submit a parental plan. In Dutch it's called ouderschapsplan. That means that's an agreement between the parents how they will deal with the visiting rights of the children. So when the children will be with the father and when will they be with the mother, how they will divide the holidays. And only when you agree upon these visiting rights, you need to sign the parental plan, and then you can get a divorce in Holland. And that's since March 2009. This is the law in Holland. So before you start a divorce, when you have children, you need to discuss how we were going to deal with the children, where they're going to live, when they will be with their father, and also about the cost of the children, who's going to pay for them every month. Yeah. So this is very important.
Wow. It's very interesting because it gives good, security for the children. I think that's very powerful.
Yes.
That's very powerful. So when the two people who are having a fight, they want to split, at least the children must be in a way protected, not be in the middle of their fight.
That's the intention.
That's very good.
But they are still sometimes fighting about the children, of course.
Also.
When they don't get an agreement, then you go to the judge and ask, well, I don't want them to be with their father, or the father says I want to be them to stay with me instead of the mother, and that's why where the court procedures are for to get a decision of the judge about the children.
Wow, interesting.
Yes, it is.
Oh, beautiful. Okay, let's take one more question and then we'll have to take a short break. I was going to ask, next question was going to be about alimony. Whether there are any important changes, but I think that's been answered pretty much. All right. Okay. Then what about divorce? Is there anything special on the legislation about divorce? And if there is, what prompted the change?
Well, I don't think there's much going to change about just the divorce, because the divorce is just a split up, and most of the times that's not the biggest part. Well, it seems like it is, but juridical it's not, because all the other issues like the alimony and the children, these things are really difficult. But the divorce, if one person wants to have the divorce, there's not much the other one can do. Because sometimes people think, well, but if he or she is not going to sign, then I cannot have a divorce. That's not true. Everyone can have a divorce. You only have to tell the judge that you want to have a divorce, and that's it. That's enough. And there's nothing the other person can do about it. No, nothing. No, so you don't need two persons to agree on it. Just only one who wants to have it. That's enough. Then you can get a divorce. In the Netherlands, you cannot be forced to stay in a marriage you don't want to.
Wow. In other places, you can be forced until both parties agree.
No.
In other countries, or generally, it's one person can just decide and they call it quits.
Yeah. We call it an eenzijdig verzoek. It means it's just a request from one side, and that's enough. And if the other party says, well, but I don't want to have it, there's nothing the court can do for you.
The court doesn't ask the reason, or it asks the reasons, of course.
No, you don't have to give the reason. You can only say, well, I just don't want to have this marriage anymore.
Really?
Just that easy?
That easy.
Yeah.
So the divorce is not the most difficult part itself. Yeah, so you don't need agreement with both parties.
Yeah, we had the impression that
that's what we had.
Of course,
that's what we had.
I'm a pastor, so but I mean we don't encourage divorce. But I'm surprised to see how easy the law has made it.
Yeah, well, it's because sometimes people come over to me and they say, well, I want to have a divorce, but my partner doesn't want it, and now I am forced to stay in the marriage. But that is not true.
That's not true.
Everyone can have the divorce, and all the other parts are difficult. But the divorce itself, it isn't. It's not so difficult.
But you don't think this way the law is making it too easy for people to have broken homes, because it's an issue when there are broken families. I mean, nobody likes that. It causes other problems.
Yeah, that's true, but for that reason there's also the parental plan, because the government wants people to think it over really well, especially when there are children, and with the parental plan they force people to think about the consequences of the divorce. And sometimes you see that people don't think about what it really will mean, not only for them but also for the children. And with the parental plan you have to think about all those issues and make appointments together. While sometimes people don't manage to make the appointments together, but then you have to tell the court why you don't succeed having a parental plan, and then you have to have a good reason. So they make it a bit more difficult. Well, they want people to think it over, but they don't want to force people to stay in a marriage they don't want to.
Wow. Okay. You were gonna, Peggy, you were gonna say something, or you gonna ask something?
No, you look shocked. It's that easy.
It is.
I'm hearing this I've heard before, but anyway, I want us to take a short break, and then we'll be back, okay?
Okay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are having fun here in the studio. These ladies are good. They are good. They know what they're doing. So I want you to give us a call if you are listening and you have a question on 0207-371619. They're here to answer your questions on family matters, immigration matters. They're here to answer your questions.